you doing?
I am well. How are you, love?
I am well. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to me. Thank you so
What?
much.
You family, which you was.
Yes,
Of course, we were doing.
absolutely.
Please excuse all the technical issues that I had getting on. I'm
That's
being.
okay. I was all messed up too.
You
No
better be on
problem.
time. He better punch in at 9:58 because I'm in a live
Come
show.
on with it.
No, I'm playing. But look, you
You
know how
better believe
technology
it.
is. It's a trip. I can't stand it half the time, but it is what it
Yes,
is. Okay. So
yes, it is.
let's talk about Danny Boy. Ooh, I'm so excited for you,
Ooh,
babe. I'm
what?
so happy for you. First
Thank
of
you.
all, you a homeboy, Chicago all
You
day.
dig?
So
That's all.
I'm so happy to see people from the hometown go away, do what they do, but then come back and give us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's
Wow.
exactly
Thank
what
you.
you have done. First of all, let's kick it off
Thank
with the
you.
fact that you have been in this business for many, many years, decades, and you don't even look
At
like
least trying to get in it. For
oh,
sure.
you in it, man. Anybody who sings hooks with Tupac Shakur,
Right?
rest in peace, who's up, you made it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So let's go back
Absolutely.
to some of, maybe the younger generation who may be watching this, who may not necessarily know Danny Boy and your history. Let's go back how you even
Oh,
got
wow.
started in this crazy industry of entertainment.
Wow, just a church boy from the west side of Chicago, born and raised.
Yeah.
I went to California at the age of 15. I was with an independent company here in Chicago, and they had crucial conflict. Yeah. And I went to California, and I was there for another deal. And I actually ran into Suge Knight in Interscope Records, and he was like, "Man, Shorty Capone, who was over the label at that time, said we're about to take Danny Boy over, my guy Danny Boy over to Warner Brothers." And he was like, "Man, bust something." And I sang for him, and it was history. He actually thought I was about to rap, and I sang for him. He walked out the door and got this little Jewish guy, short guy, and I later learned that that was Jimmy Iovine, and he was like,
Mm,
"Bust something for him," and
mm.
I sang for Jimmy Iovine, and the rest is history. I had an opportunity, to work with Tupac Shakur and
Mhm.
on many soundtracks in the days, the hot days of the Death Row days,
Yeah.
the Motown records of the '90s for sure.
What was it like just even interacting with Pac?
Wow, I tell people all the time that I just wish I would have known. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes you don't see of the picture until you're out of the frame, until you're
Mm,
able to kind of sit back and look at it. I didn't know. I was young. You know what I mean? I looked at him as a label mate.
yeah.
I later learned, and we later grew like a brothership, a great workship with each other. And I just didn't know the man or the purpose. I really didn't understand purpose at that time by being so young. And now that I'm older, I just see that it was just all ordained for a moment like this. Like, who's able to do a hook for somebody, and 25 years later people remember them even though without my hair and my little funny glasses and stuff. You know what I mean? Or they may not know it by the name,
Yeah.
but to be able for people to remember me just for such a small part, I'm so blessed and elated for that.
Yeah, just so you know, V103 play Tupac, I Ain't Mad at You just to
All the time.
yeah, all the time. And you know what? Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, yes,
Yes.
dude, that is classic. That is
Yes. Thank you,
iconic. And
B103
I
as well.
mean,
Thank you.
yeah, that's definitely a blessing, seriously,
Yes.
because that
Yes.
song and songs that Pac has done over the years, that goes down like in the annals of history, man.
It does. It
Music
does. And
history.
it, and it, and
So,
I can't say how much I'm grateful that it's helped me live this long. It hasn't taken me to where, or I may not, people may not think like I didn't get to where I need to be, but I thank God that it was a song that helped sustain me. People
mhm.
haven't forgot about me, and I still carry the gift of singing. I love singing,
Yeah.
and if I gotta sing "I Ain't Mad at You" before I sing a full song, I'm down with that.
Love that. I mean, I saw that at your concert recently, and I was like, "Yes, put it out
Thank
there so that
you.
people know." Yes, sir. So you've been
I
in the
love that.
biz. Like, do you what are your thoughts? And you know, of course, I'm going to get to you in a sec. But what are your thoughts on the whole death row piece now, and how it's being reinvented, if you will, and Snoop being involved and stuff like that? Would you ever go back, or?
No, no, I'm not interested in going back at all.
Okay.
There were some great memories
Hmm.
and time at Death Row Records, and I think it is what it was
Yeah.
for me. And my journey ended with Death Row Records years ago when Suge Knight was there.
Hmm.
Congratulations to Snoop Dogg. I'm now learning more, and at first there was some things that was happening with the new people that took over at Death Row Records
Hmm.
that kind of destroyed some things when it came to royalties. But hey, like I'm gonna let Snoop Dogg do what he do. I got great music that's over there. I'm waiting for him to upload it back into the social platforms so that I can continue to get my money from that and people can continue to hear the music that we've made a long time ago. And I think Snoop Dogg to have it in Snoop Dogg hand or Dr. Dre hand is definitely awesome because they're the ones that paved the way
Yeah.
for Death Row. And it's been in so many hands of people that didn't understand the concept of Death Row. So no better person to have it than Snoop Dogg. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do with it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
Danny boy, come on, man. This song, because I've been doing radio. I say this all the time. I've been doing radio for like 22, 21-ish years, right?
Yes.
So, and I've listened to a
A
trillion
legend.
songs over my lifetime. And when
Yeah.
I first heard this song by Danny Boy, I was like, bam, that's a hit right
Wow.
there, man. That's a
Wow.
hit.
Thank you.
And I told you that. I
Thank
told
you.
you that a couple months
Yes,
ago.
you did. Yes, you did.
That song is so good, and you kind of use a little bit of the classic from Donny Hathaway.
Yes. The
Yeah,
daddy of the daddy of soul, the daddy of R&B music.
yeah.
I'm grateful for Toxic and the writer of the song. It's available on all platforms. And
Mhm.
just to have a song, like I think that's what's been missing. I've been singing so long and I love just singing cover tunes. And for them to take something and integrate it with one of my favorite artists, which is Donny Hathaway, and give me the opportunity to sing over it. Like I was singing to the song in the beginning and singing a whole nother Donny Hathaway song to it.
Yeah.
And like what they put a little piece that's gonna be on the album to see what the sample came from. And I was like, wow, that is a Donny Hathaway song. So I'm excited to just be like in the midst of that. Like, Donny Hathaway is a great artist, and I hope I've done it justice with the production that they did.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody love it. I'm just letting people know that R&B is not dead. Danny Boy ain't dead. I am so grateful to still be singing, and I'm ready to sing in the backyards, at divorce parties, wigs. It don't matter.
Parties. Love it. So what I know you said that Donny Hathaway is one of your favorite artists, but why did you choose that song in particular? Is it just because something you heard in the song, or does his song have meaning in your life? Like there's a reason why that particular song was used. What is it?
Absolutely. Well, just as I said, the great producer Toxic, we were in the studio working on my album Black Heart.
Mhm.
And at the time of me working on this album that's coming at the top of next year,
Yay.
I was going through a breakup. I almost said a divorce. Jesus help me.
I know you
I was
did.
going
Yeah.
I was going through a breakup, and usually I would just ball up and go in a hole and just wait till my heart is feeling better, and I'll come back out. But this time I went in the studio and we put that energy into music,
Mm.
and I'm just so excited to present the records that came from it. That's just the first record that we came with. I'm excited for everybody to hear it because the name of the album is called Black Heart.
Okay.
It's the same emoji as a red heart. Every emotion that you feel with that heart, whether it's through pain, whether it's through love, sacrifice, or whatever it is, I'm hoping to hit an edge with that because I'm honoring myself as the preacher of R&B. I think
Okay.
music is missing, that ministry in it. And I don't want it to sound so churchy at
Heard-
all. What I
Right.
mean is people like Donny Hathaway, when they sang songs, it led you somewhere. It said you somewhere. It led you to a
You do one
place.
of these when you listening.
You feel me? When
So you
Donny get
already
to
know.
sing,
Yeah.
young, gifted, and black, and artists like Stevie Wonder sing songs, like just anything that they sing, it's to take you to a place. And I'm hoping this music do the same thing. get you up out of there where you are. If you're in love, it's a song to invoke that love. If you're out of love and you've fallen out of love and you damaged and you hurt and you're trying to prepare yourself or repair yourself, it's a song on there that I hope that will help them through that moment, because I've been through it all. I've been through hell and hot water, and all I could do is sing about it. If I didn't sing about it, I'll die over it.
Okay, you just sounded like a preacher right there for sure.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just saying. Go ahead and take that preacher title. You just sounded like one for real. Now, this is the cool part, man. Last week, the song hit on the Billboard R&B Top 100 at number 30. Are you
number 30? Number 30 right now. We're still number 30. I've never been in this position. I've never been here. Like, I could cry, I could shout.
Do you know how big that is? Number 30.
My God, I am so grateful. I've been trying to get this thing for so long. And not only have I been trying for myself, there's so many other people that depend on me. And when I say that, not just in a financial thing, I've been with people and I've sung them through moments, and they've breathed a breath of life on me just because I've helped them. And for them to believe in me so much and to see me in this moment right now, I'm grateful for that. Like, number 30 on the charts. I ain't never been on 30 on those charts with just, it may have said Tupac featuring Danny Boy, but to have a song in that space at a time like this where R&B is kind of mixed up. You can't really differentiate what R&B is between hip hop and R&B. And to be able to be just known for that, or at least seen, or it's tattooed on the side of that. Listen, I shout every morning. I am in a shouting battle like every morning. Like, I thank God for lifting me and giving me this opportunity.
Well, hold on. It's up for consideration for a
Yes.
Yo, what?
Yes.
Oh my God, Danny Boy. Yes. What? Wow. That's huge, dude.
So, oh my God. Like,
okay, so let me call my contact. Baby, I'm about to go to the Grammys, okay?
Yes, you are. You hear me? Grammys. I promise you. You hear me? Everybody, listen, let me tell you. I was in the grocery store and I was getting some things for the restaurant. And I'm getting some buns and stuff, and I'm standing in line. I go on pizza all the time. And I got the call that I'm being considered, for a nomination. Wow. I'm in the line. They don't understand why I got this bread in my hand and I'm crying. Like, I got tears in my eyes, and the clerk is looking at me saying, are you okay? You good? And I'm like, all I could do is just give my little duck talk. Like, listen, y'all. Listen, and any of the voters that's looking, anybody that's on the Grammy board, y'all might got some cousins or aunties, uncles, or whatever. Your mama might be on the Grammy board. I appreciate this moment, and I'm praying for consideration. Well, I'm considered, but I'm praying for a nomination to be in the lineup. But just to be on that list, just to be on that list is enough to shout about. Just to be on that list is enough to talk about. And it's crazy because you could be going through something on a bad side and then having something great happen at the same time. And I'm right there. Okay. I'm right there. Like, things ain't great right now, but to know that God has me like still on his mind. And in the middle, all I have to do is just believe. Like, the most that I've been getting from people every day is to affirm and believe that it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big doubter when it comes to it, because I've been damaged so much when it comes to this music game. Yeah. So when people tell me, oh man, you on top 30, I had to go Google again. Like, and I know what that means. I'm like, what top 30 mean? Like, like, what they mean they playing my song? I had to it felt like being 16 years old all over again as a grown man. But to get that opportunity as an adult at this time like this and still ready to sing, I got about 50 more years of me ready to hit the road like Frankie Beverly and Maze. Yes. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
Good for you. I am so happy. When will you find out?
So we have, I think, about 6 more days. Okay. It was like a 10-day run, and I just been campaigning and reposting and not trying to do too much. Right. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to do it like I'm running for the president of the mayor. I want to go get some stickers and campaign, but I'm just pushing and praying during these days. Okay. I'm pushing, praying, and fasting and believing, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to sound so spiritual, but when you've been through what I've been through, that's
Mm,
all you can sound like.
that's
Because you've heard
okay.
my bitterness. People have
Yeah,
heard bitterness on interviews. They've heard me cuss. They heard me rant. But listen to my spiritual side. Like, I'm so grateful for a moment like this. And I think that's what I move off of. I never worry about what people think about me. I try to
hmm,
please him. I
yeah.
try to please God. And I hope he just hear my cry. That's it. Period.
Absolutely, he does, which is why he put you
Yes.
in the position. You know what I mean? Even if you
Yes.
win the Grammy necessarily, he puts
That's
that
right.
in your way to let
Just
you know
put
that
you in it.
anything is possible. Just have faith in me,
Anything can
and I
happen.
got you, Danny boy. That's what he's
That's
trying
right.
to tell you. So as
That's
long as
right.
you know that stuff,
I
you're
receive
gonna be
that.
good, okay? You are gonna be good. So you sing at funerals,
Absolutely.
you sing at weddings, you sing
Yes.
everywhere. You're a singing chef at your restaurant, Danny Boys, which is over there
Yes, I am.
On
Yes.
the Westish side.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations on
Yes,
your
it
new
is.
restaurant. Talk about Danny Boys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Danny Boys, 1247 Southwestern, the corner of Western and Ogden,
Yep.
across the street from, it's in the Pilsen area, across the street from the only dispensary, I think, on the west side,
Mm-hmm.
in the medical district. It's a kiss of culture. What do I mean by that? I'm naming foods. I used to go to a place in LA called Larry Parker's where they name food after artists, and I've adopted that. So I have a Tupac burger, which is
Love
really
it.
going well. They can come over, eat a Tupac burger. Anita Baker beans. I got the J Hud chicken and waffles coming.
Love it.
I got Bernie macaroni, Al Greens,
Love
bacon
it.
cheddar Snoop Dogg. So there's some things that I'm putting together. The twisted tacos,
Love it.
and naming them after philanthropists and artists that I've either came along and worked with, radio people. So I can't wait for you to come and eat. Come get a
Look, I'm gonna
Fox
come in
box.
on a Friday and
Come
we're
get a
gonna have some
Fox box.
Foxy French fries.
You
How
hear
about
me?
that?
They gonna come get some Foxy.
Friday French fries.
You hear me? So you got the French fries. You named it. That's been the hardest thing. I'm thinking this thing through with me and my team of what to name after different artists. And when they come through, they may pick something. So I look forward to that. I look forward. My slogan is "Lick my fork." I look forward to you coming through licking my fork. What do I mean by that? You know, when you turn that fork upside down because that thing was so good. That's what I expect to see for sure.
What you got over there? Some chicken, some fish. What's on the menu?
Listen, I got catfish, I got burgers.
Mm,
All of our burgers are freshly made, ground beef or turkey. I
nice.
got wings like Wingstop, a variety of those. Come get you some Suge Knight. Those mugs is hot, hot red. I got jerk rolls, jerk chicken rolls,
Nice.
and some catfish. You know what I mean? Got some country fried catfish, and we put some seasoning on our food. So come through and eat with us. Come through and ask for a song. Come through and let me know you downloaded a song. I'm looking
Love it.
forward to doing it. Yes.
Love it. Love it.
And y'all better come before we
47.
win this Grammy because I ain't gonna have no time to be in there cooking no fries for y'all.
Love it. I love it. You should have a Grammy
Yeah.
after party when you get back
Yeah,
to
we're gonna have a Grammy after
Chicago.
party right at Old Danny Boys. I'm gonna have them
There you
standing
go.
all out the door.
Yes.
Yes.
1247 Southwestern. I'm definitely gonna come
Yes.
through. I promise you I
I
am.
look
And
forward to
and this
that.
is my last question to you, Danny. I'm gonna get a little personal with you. You've been in the industry
Oh,
for more than 30 years. That's a long time, bruh. Your
yeah.
first 2 decades were, of course, with Death Row Records. You have
Yes.
recorded singles and albums with Death Row, and you only released one single, Slip Inside. And as we were mentioning, you sing at your restaurant, Old Danny Boys, which is your fourth try, one, two, three, fourth try in the restaurant
Crazy.
business. Man, now
Yes.
despite some of your hardship that you had, over the years at Death Row and failing in,
Mhm.
I don't like to use the word failing, I'll just say less attempts at the 3 previous restaurants. What do you desire and what's your determination and the belief that you have in yourself? Where does that come from? And how do you continue to just achieve success in everything that you're doing right now? Even though you had this
Well,
heartbreak, you mentioned a breakup recently, and dude, you keep going, baby. You keep going. How do you do
wow.
it?
um, it's none but God. None but God. Let me tell you, too much is given, much is required. Uh,
Facts.
I, I wake up and I think of things when it comes to business. Songs come to me. Business dreams, inventions come to me all the time. And I
Mm,
understand that those things, when we ask for those things or we have that passage, that we're gifted. that it's given. A gift is given, and it's given through God, right? And if He give it to you, if you don't do anything with it, it'll be born. A lot of us sit back and be like, man, I came up with that idea. I remember I thought about that 10 years ago, and now somebody that stole my idea. The baby was given to us, and God allow us to nurture and hold the baby and deliver it. And if we don't deliver it, it's in the atmosphere. The things that I reach for, I'm not the first restaurant and I'm not the last one. The things that I reach for when I say I want it, and this is what I want to do with that vision, if you don't do it, somebody else will. My mother had 7 strokes when she was pregnant with me. I've never heard her sing the way that everybody says that she sing and talk. When it comes to singing, every time I open my mouth, I could see my mother, rest in peace. Like as I sing, it reminds me of her sitting on that front row at church, just smiling like I was singing in Taj Mahal. And no matter what I go through, that's how I keep that smile alive. Like I'm gonna sing into the end. Like, you know what I mean? When I sing, when it comes to somebody losing their mother, I know what that feels like. So now I'm tapped into what the gift is, understanding what the gift is. You can't give up. Like I know that if I keep singing, I can get a burger. If I keep singing, I shouldn't be homeless. If I could keep singing, I should have shoes on my feet because our gifts make room for us. So there is no stopping. Like no matter what, if I'm not nominated this year, guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'll be singing just as hard when it comes to next year, 2024, trying to do the same thing. It's in me. As long as God allowed me to have this voice, I'm gonna sing so loud until I'm hoarse, for real.
I love it. I love it. And you are
Absolutely.
an amazing performer. Saw you a couple
Thank
months
you.
back. You are just so effervescent. And so I was drawn. I'm like, okay, Daddy boy.
Oh, wow.
Then you're taking your shoes off on stage, you're barefoot.
I ain't singing no shoes.
Man, with a bomb suit on. I was like, okay, Danny boy, I see you. I see you. That's Chicago right there. How can people follow you, Danny boy?
Please, please, please follow me on my Instagram, which is Danny Boy Stewart, or my band page, which is Danny Boy on the Facebook. I'm always on Instagram though. Like I'm posting food. I'm saying what the next show is. I'm gonna be telling y'all what I'm doing for my birthday, and I might be crying the next week. They can find me on Instagram, and it'll be going down there.
Nice. I again so happy for you. So very proud of you.
Thank you.
I just want to encourage you to keep going forward because God definitely has an anointing on your life, and you are here for a purpose and a reason. So don't look back. Keep moving forward and continue to shine. And baby, this song is everything. This song's not for
It's for dancing.
You know,
this song is for singing and make sweet love to you, love to you, love to you. Thank you so much, Beyonce. Thank you for taking the time out this morning. And thank you to my record company, Chicago Creed, everybody, Quasi, everybody that put this together, my management, Mac, my assistant, Phoebe, everybody that's just helping me out. I appreciate y'all. If y'all not busy, meet me at the Arc on the West Side. I'm doing a music workshop over there tomorrow. Artists come through, get on the mic. Let's have a good time. God bless you, Beyonce. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll be feeding you soon.
Chicago Zone, Daddy boy. Much love to you, babe. Mwah. See you soon.
See you later.
Friday French fries.
I got you. All right.